we have talked about both of them should be prepared simultaneously. But let's have a timeline on that. Which should be taken first? Say we are starting from say this time or May, June.
Okay.
So which should I go for? Because GMAT, we have an option to select our time.
Yes.
CAT is fixed November, last Sunday of the November month. So how should we go about that?
I'll consider two cases. The first case is where you have about 3 to 4 hours of time to prepare every single day.
Working professional.
Yeah, if you have that kind of time, I'll consider two cases. One where you have 3 to 4 hours or where you have 2 hours or less. Okay. If you have 3 to 4 hours of time, what I would say is that schedule your GMAT entrance, GMAT exam by September as such.
Okay. Before CAT.
Before CAT. So what you can then do is you can schedule your preparation in such a way that you do the overlap subjects of GMAT and CAT, then GMAT specific subject, and post September you can do the CAT specific subjects. Okay. In a way, you do the easier part first and then schedule the harder part later.
Okay.
And there is sufficient overlap between the two exams. Like I would say,
we have clearly made a video on that. We'll link it down in the I button.
Yeah.
And the overlap between, we have made a diagram video. So clearly you can actually see that, but you can actually talk about that in brief.
See, basically, if you consider the quantitative part, both are very heavy on arithmetic and algebra. GMAT is easier, CAT is slightly harder. So if you start off with arithmetic and algebra, you can actually, if you do the earlier few questions, the easier sets as such, you can solve the GMAT exam.
Okay.
Similarly, in terms of the verbal reasoning part, there is a heavy focus on reading comprehension in both exams.
Yeah.
So if you start with reading comprehension preparation, it would help with both exams as such. I would say that even do the critical reasoning work beforehand, before CAT itself, because it will help you in the reading comprehension work.
Yeah.
So it will help you quite a bit in, it is a part or syllabus of GMAT, but it would help you immensely with CAT also.
Yeah, CAT also nowadays asks questions like which would strengthen, which would
weaken.
Basic critical reasoning only.
Yes. And it also helps you understand all the inference-based questions. Which of these can be inferred, which of these cannot be inferred. So all of that is critical reasoning, which has been introduced into reading comprehension.
Yeah.
So again, I would say that GMAT verbal reasoning syllabus would 100% help you with the CAT preparation. Now then it comes to data insights. Now data insights is completely different. DILR is completely different. There is very little overlap. It's basically reading of charts. That is the overlap. Yeah. If you prepare for data insights, you would be doing like say 1/8 of the work that you have to do for DILR.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be the level of overlap. So these are the only two things that are separate. But otherwise, the other two sections overlap quite a bit.
Yeah, but when it comes to the GMAT data insight, we need to be able to understand the pattern of question. Like we have two-part analysis, multi-source reasoning. And
you have multi-source reasoning, you have two-part analysis, table analysis. It is very, very different and it requires specific preparations for that. You can't prepare for CAT and go and do that.
So for data insights, we have uploaded a lot of videos in the channel itself. So you can actually check them out. This is a new pattern, right?
It's completely new. So people are not really prepared for it. That's the reason many students, I feel, are underperforming in that section.
But it's fairly easy, right?
It is easy with practice. It is something which you have not really done. Okay. It's not something that you would do in your 10th, 12th or undergrad. It's something which you have to learn to do. So because it's new, people are not really doing well in that.